holy triad. Father God, me need you bad. Me day a rock bottom of my life I get sad. Me now want to stay ya so inna the pit them down. Oh God.
When Skeng meet Yellow Man.
That is it. That is it. That is it. One yellow man. One yellow. Really?
Yes, sir. Good to see you, brother.
That is dancehall artist Skeng and King Yellowman. One thing we can say with Skeng, he's one of the few dancehall artists you see on a regular. I give respect to the elders. Still Nation, the entertainment feed community wagwan. We're there on the Thursday Spotlight Thursdays. Community members, enough love and blessings. On the Thursday, we're there once again with the ENT news, their topics, the updates. With that said, on to the topics.
Oh God, holy triad. Father God, me need you bad. Me day a rock bottom of my life I get sad. Me now want to stay ya so inna the pit them down. Oh God.
I don't know. From the other day, I feel as if I missed one or two things. For example, I shouldn't be hearing about this dancehall artist for the first time. Whereas I feel as if we are lacking in numbers when it comes to female dancehall artists. I feel like there needs to be more. Not just dancehall, reggae as well. And not just the female them. I feel as if it's been a while since you got a song like this. Nah, beat down the woman them for sing about them good. The tightness, the kitty cat. But it's been a while I hear a female sing a song about overcoming her problems.
And oh God, me need you bad. Everything we feel I make the pagans glad.
Links for the full song will be provided in the description of the video and also pinned at the top of the comment section.
Protect me on the battlefield, but I feel shield. Jaja got the wheel, make it dirty feel. How me feel, like a kitty really want the body feel.
The happiest country in the world.
Happiest country, I'd say Jamaica because they don't have to pay any rent.
No, I don't know where that female got that bit of information. As a matter of fact, we're in the world and I don't travel all around the world, of course not. But is there any country at all across the world in the world that rent there is completely free? You don't have to pay a rent or mortgage. Community members, let me know. But before you get under the female skin, she did say this as well.
What country have won the most Olympic medals in the world?
Jamaica, Usain Bolt.
Not just that. But also this.
What country have the most beautiful women in the world?
Personally, I think Jamaicans and Somalians. Wait, the most beautiful men or women?
Women.
Oh yeah, Jamaicans and Somalians.
So she seems as if she's a fan of Jamaica. But I don't know where she got that knowledge, stating that we don't pay rent down here. Rassibu123 stated, "Hey girl, who tell you say we not pay rent?" I don't know, but I would like to know the same thing. Butterfly Angel 104 wrote, "Me showing this to my landlord now. I don't wrong you. I feel as if we need to go share to Mr. Wholeness. Housing trust and the whole of them start run some free house about you. Because the people them overseas are 1 and 2 people overseas. Feel as if we not no bills to pay. So, maybe, just maybe, that is the way it ought to be." Talking about Mr. Wholeness though, our Prime Minister is now under heavy scrutiny. Well, over the past few weeks, since the Integrity Commission basically did their report, Mr. Wholeness has been under a bit of scrutiny. But adding to that is this, which led social media users to be pointing their finger at Mr. Wholeness. Bolt's distress, Jamaican athletics icon, shocked and disappointed at the lack of updates on SSL fraud, failure to return stolen 12.7 million USD. This one is courtesy of the Jamaica Gleaner. 8-time Olympic champion Usain Bolt is shocked and disappointed over the lack of transparency surrounding the investigation into billions of dollars defrauded from his and more than 30 other clients' accounts at Stock and Securities Limited more than a year ago. The world record holder in the 100 and 200 meter sprints is also frustrated that despite the announcement of criminal investigation involving the Federal Bureau of Investigations in the United States and other international partners, there has been no update about his stolen 12.7 million USD. According to Linton Garden, attorney representing Usain Bolt, he is simply shocked and disappointed to know a country he has put on the map and put his money in an institution here that has lost it or can't get it back. From the other day, Usain Bolt been making a few shady posts on social media. And yes, I know that some thought that Usain got back his money already, but as you now see, he didn't. Still, over the past couple of days, Usain Bolt made a post like this. Can we bank on them to tell us, are we not in the circle? #country youth. He also shared this with the caption stating, they banking on the country youth love for his country. But ask yourself, do they bank on their own country or themselves? Not from a normal place. I don't know. Come like somebody pinched Usain Bolt and told him what's really up with his money. but because of the ones them are involved, Usain Bolt can't to bring it to the public. I'm not stating that that is the case, of course not. I'm just looking at the possibilities. Still over to the comment section pertaining to the news about Usain being distressed about him not getting back his money. First person wrote, all me know Bolt welcome because mo will chew fire for all $1,000. And the nation, this is the reason why I said the Prime Minister is under more scrutiny. Because Usain Bolt's money been missing. Most people point finger at the Andrew Holness-led Jamaica Labour Party. Although quite a few people point on Mr. Holness himself and not the entire party. Still we continue. Next user wrote, Jamaica have to do better. This is unacceptable. Nicky Focus wrote, and for every penny that he has used out of his pocket to fight for the money that was stolen from him should also be awarded to him. Andrew Holness, as the Prime Minister of the country, has been very non-verbal, especially for what Usain Bolt has done for our country, and not just Bolt, for every citizen who have fallen victims from being robbed by the upper class and the soca lovers. What? Where the soca? I think he's saying that the same set of people push soca and fight dancehall. Let us continue though, but I guess it's real quiet because they can't blame dancehall music lovers or artists for this repulsive act. Next person, ask Sancho, pay about the man in B-clot money. The Tina Chin wrote, I thought he got back his money. Isabella tell Usain to sue them, they're too bright and out of order. Next person stated, the politicians and others know what's happened. Why do you think Andrew took his funds out just a little before the crash? The man and others want their money.
This is about 5 posts in less than 24 hours. And me just watch the caption them, you know. They'll send some little small shots. Whoever have bought money, make a man get him blood clot money. Real talk. Bro, man work for it, bro. A man like that, you know, should that matter of fact, nothing to do bad like that. But both, bro, underrate him man a blood clot. Underrate the bumbo clot, man. I tell him that bumbo clot. You see a man in the panel, statues and money and the blood clot both neighbor. What? Honestly, bro, I'll be real with you. Both big. Both blood clot big. Both big. Big man thing. Both are somebody, bro. Bro, only give man him blood clot money. Give man him money.
Nation, let us check out some more of the song, Holy Triad.
Oh God, Holy Triad, Father God, me need you bad. Me day a rock bottom of my life I get sad. Me now want to stay here so it gotta pick them down. Oh God, me need you bad.
Why I don't like this? I don't like what me I say right now. Why it had to be? I'm not even about to say it. Who know? Furthermore, little laddie, me know your last name and Palmer, but Cole Palmer left Man City long time. Chelsea him there right now. So you just have to roll up that jersey there and throw it away. Tell me when you do it so I can send you one soccer jersey. Me I go send a Martin Lily want to feel pass on to little Vybz. Addy, yeah, I go get one Martin Odegaard shirt. Slap this so keep up. Talking about Vybz Kartel though. Last night the entertainer was in MOBAY and it was crazy. We see the entertainer with the likes of Sidney Master, his son Little Laddie and others.
You know, long me forward, I'm going to be a 13 years. Because them didn't have a prison around there. But I'm free and everything clear. Yeah, listen, yeah.
We also see Vybz Kartel link up with the likes of Tommy Lee Sparta. Nation, Shalom. We know that him been going at it with a lot of TikTok users. Shalom believes say a beer nastiness are going over TikTok. And I should also mention, Shalom is also known as High Schoolio. So some people might hear me call him Shalom and they are a bit confused, but he also goes by the name High Schoolio. Shalom recently took to social media to share the news that he might give up on the fight against homosexuals, or transmission and the transition as he calls them. But High Schoolio say him understand why the dancehall artists them and the reggae artists them give up the fight. the LGBT and all of that.
Hey, you know so much, you see me alone I fight the blood clot LGB element QP family. I want to top stops about rose and pretty clothes and I do all type of nice things. You know, see every day me out here, my blood pressure gone up, promote batty man I come off on my page. Me name no so hard to fight the element. Me see why would you come down to blood. Me name no so. And somebody tell me before me talk to my father and sign up for this. And somebody didn't tell me to blood clot. Me call border boss. Where before I get so strict, you know. I take with my blood clot self. Me I tell the truth. Me name knows that so. When you tell a man we positively sure say want to become a batty man, getting license, and would I appreciate you? No, you can't appreciate me, but the fact that me I tell him say, yo, you're fully a batty man now, no. Me think he would alright with it. They want to kill me to blood clot. And I him turn batty man. Me name was also a blood clot. It tricks and trade and mathematics go over this. So. Me pussy clot. Hey, listen me. Me I beg you no. From what day me I tell you no say, yo. Me want help, but me I tell you better on the easy, because I don't pick them. No can't manage this. Me go and take you. Make them time till the father take me up. You no can't manage a wire. Because you know, you have to go well trained. You don't make no sense to no jump in a blood clot. Them are killing you. It don't make no sense all the man now with the top bonfire. You have to you know. And you're hot. Like when my blood clot engine overheat and me I try tap it when it a go down in blood clot spiritually ill. Me have to lick out gear like a GX and not chop me a drive. Your engine have be hot brother, me I tell you. You have anything with burn off. What? Suck your nothing. Cause your mother go come at you. Me see why man then come down. Me see why man then come down. Most of the time I get it twisted and I say, I told them mix the blood. I told they have family have to eat. But I'm not really that alone. That at least, man, because you and me not eat before all of this. But you see allegations, you see drafting up, if you don't really did firm and immune where everything just bounce off of you like a wall, then lick you down to blood clot.
Now, Nation, we know that this fire with high school, yo, it basically got loud after he decided to burn a fire hand candy. And also the one who goes by the name Donia. But Nation, it is the first thing in my life I ever see Jamaicans so united in fighting one man. I have never seen such unity. And it is so sad because I think that high schoolers fire is just all about wanting the youths of the country to do better. But the gather, see people gather, and I put up video at this high school, yo. Me for wonder. And just that, high school, he was recently alive when this happened.
Go put 1,000 up on my head. And I kept on the internet too much. I'm now on the blood clot, but. Oh, where I am? How are you? Don't put that lock.
Suck your rasta boy, don't boy.
Me not rate that. It's most a bunch of, I don't even want this a particular community. But you know, must some swim around. Why would you go attack a man who say I preach for the people and to cut out certain nastiness and the better? I don't know. Although yesterday, somebody who claimed to have been high schoolers' friend at a point, it would seem as if him a pray for high school.
Stop use Shalom for make money, batty boy high school. You stop use Shalom for make money. Suck your mother, you know name Shalom. Bumbo clock, broke and I use up Shalom in a pussy. I broke in the ear him just say a while ago. Him say merch him a try sell. Yeah, I use Shalom for make money, dog. And you know say when we a teach the bumbo clock, listen brother, me teach you Shalom pussy. What we say, we not sell God word, batty boy. We not sell God word, batty boy, sudmouth boy, hey boy. I should not even know anything. We never gonna catch you out.
Still nation, the last thing we're gonna look at in this report from the father of the youths, them in the Adams family. And I should mention they are very popular on TikTok. They are makers of natural soap and lotion that is completely good for the body, great for the skin. Get rid of certain rash, certain blemishes on your skin, even more. Hear me talk as if I'm doing a promo. Still, here is what the father had to say when asked about homeschooling his kids.
Comment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and a comment said, I'm not understanding the concept of homeschooling. What if them not have CXC? What if them this or that?
Well, what them not understand about full concept of homeschooling, alright, is the whole idea is to get away from slavery, alright, is to teach the children them a form of education that allows them to escape the 9-to-5 slavery. But everybody is caught in, I think that's normal and actually should be. So we are trying to teach them, if you work for anybody else, whether an individual or a corporation, you're a slave. All right, you might not want to look at it that way. You might want to feel like you're an accountant, but you're actually a slave. If you don't work, you don't get paid. All right, so we're trying to teach them how to be slave masters. Well, you're either a slave or you're a slave master. All right, and I'd rather be a slave master than a slave any day. Because you can be a good slave master or you can be an awful slave master.
Okay.
But a slave is a slave and the slave always depends on receiving end. Alright? So we're trying to teach them what you need. Because school don't teach you how to be a slave master. It teaches you how to be a slave.
Okay.
So if you want to be a slave master, don't go to school. Okay. Just send your kids to school if you want them to be a slave master. If you want them to be a slave, send them to school and they'll learn how to regurgitate information when they're called upon. Alright, but if you want them to think for themselves, create something that they can pass on to the generations that will build wealth for them, now send them go to school. Alright? And so, my kids, nothing have to be slave. So, that's why we are trying to track where we depend. And we're not guaranteed anything, but one thing we know say, them pants, them not draw down and show them body. Okay. Alright? And when we tell them to do something, them do it. And all of them around me, I can't count for them, I can't count for what them are do. Yeah. And I give thanks, I love them. Yeah. Okay. So now, I don't want to feel like being a slave master means that you don't work for other people. Because you can't master over anybody unless you've mastered whatever you have a master. Alright? So, it is to work for other people as long as you're going to learn a set skill is necessary here to master over anybody. So, I believe in a like where people do apprenticeships and learn a skill that will carry them through and that they can pass on. And my real belief, if you want to ask me, I really believe about education. I think every individual, whether them go to high school or college or not, to learn a practical skill. Whether it is like plumbing, welding, anything where practical and useful. Yeah, everybody needs to learn that. Because that's our salt and backbone of society. Yeah, but if you go to school, I know too many young men and young women who graduate high school, sit around, because during the formative years, they never did learn a skill. They learn to sit on them butt and use them brain for do absolutely nothing. Alright? Shuffle around numbers and words and regurgitate useless information. Where if them did learn one skill, when them graduate high school, them could have earned money right away. Enough people graduate high school and them don't know what them really want to do when them go to college. Or you going to get indebted in a college and you don't really know what you want to do. So if you had a skill, you could be earning until you figure out exactly what you want to do. Alright? And if you never want to go to college, you could be earning. Me know a young man, when I was in high school, he get kicked out in my 10th grade and he went to reform school. After that, he got to prison. Alright? He had no college. He didn't graduate high school. Now, when me leave college and come back home, this young man had 27 people working for him. He owned multiple apartment buildings. Alright? So, on a school are the ingredient for success. Alright? You have to street smart. You have to learn how to do business. You have to learn how to satisfy the wants Alright? Yeah, and the needs of customers. You can't just have your idea and not go push that down people's throat and think that people know what they need. And so when you give people what they need, people give them money. And so I believe in studying people's psychology, understanding them needs, and you have always have a market for your product. Yeah.
So next question. When you say accountant, you're a slave. But not if you work for yourself as an accountant.
If you own an accounting firm, all right, and you don't have to go to work because you have other accountants and managers running your accounting firm, you're not a slave. But if you have to get up every day and go to work, even if you own the business, you're still a slave. You're a slave to your own business. And you're not really free from the business until you have people do every single step along the way. And whatever left over is yours. Alright? And if you're smart enough to create it in a way where enough are going left over, so you never have to even think about work. Yeah? So you have to create a system where you can come out of it totally and still profit. That is how you escape slavery. And as long as you create that system, if you have to get up and go to work every day, you're still a slave. So I think because you start a small business, you escape slavery. You just become an even worse slave because you have to work 18, 20 hours a day in that business. You have to create it in a way where you can come out of it 100% and your business still operate and make your money. I challenge that to life. If you have a really good IQ and you're very smart, outside of like book smart, intellectual smart, you can make that happen. So many people have master's degrees and PhDs and they still have to get up and go to work because your brain is a pea brain. You only know how to regurgitate, but you don't know how to think, and you don't know how to react to what the market wants. Alright? So you can only go and apply for a job from somebody else that is going to pay you. Alright? So no matter how many degrees you get, you're still going to be a slave. You only break free when you create a system that pulls you out of slavery.
Okay. Thank you very much.